Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Minash. On today's show, and for the first few days of this week, we're talking about what kind of amenities today's buyer is looking for. When I say buyer, we could be talking about a single-family home, a condo, or an apartment. All three are your target buyer for that particular asset. All of them will look at your amenities and often make a decision to buy or rent based on the features and amenities. Amenities are difficult to value because they don't show up in the market data. There are numbers for 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartments, but there's no comps for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment with a sauna. It just doesn't show up. Even if the sauna has value to some of your clients, you would conclude that it has zero value simply by looking at the data. On today's show, we're focusing on amenities for single-family homes that are selling in today's market. Tomorrow, we'll focus on condo, and on Wednesday's show, we'll focus on apartments. So the question is, what amenities would buyers value in a single-family home in today's market? When you're building a new house is filled with opportunities to make the house up to date. The number one thing that makes a house look old and dated are old light fixtures. LED technology is the current technology, and houses that have old, large incandescent track lights, they look so dated. Even the halogen lights that were popular only a few years ago look old. Time to update to LED lights. Smart home features are also simple to add, but quality features should be hardwired rather than wireless if they're going to operate reliably. This means security cameras, remote locks, smart thermostats, and even motorized blinds for windows that are high up in a vaulted ceiling. Adding ceiling height to a new construction is surprisingly inexpensive, and it changes the sense of volume in a space. 9-foot ceilings are relatively commonplace now. The new trend is towards 10-foot ceilings and even 12-foot ceilings. With those higher ceilings come many options with windows. You can still use standard windows, but now add a fixed-pane transom window above the opening windows. That window up high doesn't compromise privacy at all unless you're next to a high-rise building with a lot of overlook, but it brings a lot more light into the home and deep into the home. It changes the feel of the home dramatically. And those transom windows are very inexpensive to add because they're a fixed window. Some bathroom features that are easy and inexpensive to add include turning your shower into an enclosed steam room. This is a relatively simple feature to add to a shower. The heating element is a box about the size of a 2-foot wide bench. You could build that bench into the shower itself or next to the shower and create a true spa-like experience for your homebuyer. Heated tile floor in the bathroom is a luxurious touch that is also inexpensive to add. It requires forethought. It's difficult to add after the new construction. But pre-construction, it's easy and cheap to do, and if you haven't experienced it, you don't know what you're missing. With those high ceilings, you can add another row of kitchen cupboards above the main cupboards. You can increase the storage space in the kitchen by 1/3 with that extra ceiling height. And if you put glass doors or frosted glass doors in those upper cupboards with low voltage LED lighting, you can carry the theme of the transom windows into the kitchen and bring it to life at night when it's dark outside. Kitchens and baths usually sell a house. And it's often said that a woman makes the decision when it comes to buying a house. But here's one for the man that the woman will also appreciate. Most garages are never big enough. By the time you've got the lawnmower, gardening tools, bicycles, water toys, you're lucky if you have enough space for one car, let alone two. An oversized garage that creates space for those extras means that clutter in the house can be eliminated, and those extra hard-to-fit items are confined to the garage. Because the garage space is less expensive to construct than the rest of the house, this extra space creates more value at lower cost. And selling the woman that the garage is going to be neat and tidy with all that extra space is a definite selling point. You see, every time you show a prospective homeowner that you are thinking of them living in the house, the more opportunity you create for them to become emotionally attached to the space. Finally, when people are working from home, and this one's super important, they need to have a space that's really designed for work, not just an empty room. If you're going to be seeing clients at your house even occasionally, there needs to be a separate entrance for business. That entrance should not be an afterthought, shouldn't be a side door, but a real business entrance that looks like it was always meant to be there. I've designed and seen some really nice live-work homes, and they feel incredibly inviting for the homeowner, the business owner, and the customer. Later this week, we'll be focusing on amenities for condos and apartments. As you think about that, have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.